Hello, everybody. We're in Midland, Texas. Facebook post this morning that's really super important, and I think answers a lot of questions. Titled "The Secret Police," and some people have wondered how come there's all this evidence. It's just an overwhelming amount of evidence for violent crimes. By the hundreds, by the thousands of crimes being committed. Homeowners all across the country reported people in the attic, and nobody is arrested, and the crimes continue day after day after day after day. Why is that? And this is the answer right here. Secret police right here. It's because these police officers accidentally caught themselves on camera covering up the premeditated, cold-blooded capital murder attempt on my life, and it looks like they were the ones that tried to murder me in my home based on evidence. Okay, and so here's the short read. The evidence is irrefutable. Somebody under my home cut my phone lines and shot me by surprise after I had unknowingly trapped a burglar in my guest bathroom. I had been reporting these repeated crimes to the police for over a year. I was seen crawling out of my home at 10:42 p.m. on 1/28/12, and that was because they cut my phone lines. That's why I was forced to crawl out. The first secret police arriving was Martin County Sheriff John Woodward, and the late Midland County Deputy Sheriff Mike Naylor were seen arriving at 11:01, 19 minutes later, without being dispatched. Lieutenant Dickey was inside my home 4 minutes later at 11:05. That's found out from the police report that was illegally withheld, but he wasn't seen arriving on the security cameras that saw Woodward and Naylor. This is how it's known he was under my home and coming from the now removed trap door the ex-wife had already told me about, and from where I had been shot from. The evidence shows I was shot from. At 3:15 a.m. that night, the computer log files show that the computer running the security camera in my bedroom was manually rebooted, and this action, which was meant to stop the camera, actually started it working without them knowing. They, the police, never planned on anybody or myself or anybody else finding out they were illegally withholding this incriminating police report for the night of that murder attempt. That report was subpoenaed as evidence for the protective order hearing in December 2013, but I didn't find out it existed until 2019. Okay, just bold in your face lawlessness. The only reason that the police were caught covering up this home invasion and murder attempt on my life is because they accidentally started the security camera while trying to disable it. The police report also showed that 6 of the 11 police that had been caught on camera at my home had their names illegally omitted from this report. That's a felony. And 2 of them died within 2 months of each other in 2014. That was Naylor and Simpson. It's suspected their deaths might be connected to these nationwide racketeering and organized crime. I had first reported somebody in my attic a year before I was ambushed and shot with burglar alarms going off in my attic. And now over 40 other homeowners are documented reporting people in the attic, with a dozen addresses here in Midland and another dozen in Odessa. Obviously, these secret police know about these widespread racketeering and rigging private homes with hidden underground access and then using that for burglary, theft, and murder. I heard one of these secret police on my police scanner yesterday. That was April Chandler. So they're still working. That means they're still sticking in the homes. They're still tampering with evidence. They're still lying. They're still part of this crime ring that's breaking into homes and murdering innocent people all across America for profit. Nobody has been held accountable for these violent crimes, these violent criminals, and open and bold lawlessness, where the ones that are supposed to be the upholders of the law have become the lawbreakers. Okay, these are the pictures of the secret police right here. They accidentally started the camera, and that's the only reason we have these pictures. I'll show you here this one. This guy goes on to murder his wife and kill himself in 2014. Okay, that's Chad Simpson there. We didn't find that out, of course, till years later. Okay, I'll show you some of the other interesting here. Here's this guy. He's just having a good old time, man. We're just covering up a murder, making some money, Dirty cops. That's what all of these are, dirty cops right here. The dirty of the dirty right here, And that's what I'm showing you. Midland's dirtiest, This is April Chandler right here, the one I called out a minute ago. Here she's filling up the booty bag with stolen property, stolen evidence to cover up a home invasion, capital attempted murder. Heard her on the police scanner yesterday. Don't think she ain't done that 1,000 times over. There she is holding the booty bag with the stolen evidence. And there she is again right here. Right here, this is a very interesting one because behind this nightstand was I found my stolen cell phone had been planted, and Rosie Rodriguez is leaned over this nightstand in this picture, right? And they had tried to disable the camera, never planned on getting caught. Nobody was ever supposed to see this happening. And actually, if you looked at the other pictures, they waited for all them other police officers to leave the room. I can tell that by the timestamps. And then April Chandler and Rosie Rodriguez planted my stolen cell phone behind that. My cell phone was stolen before I was shot by surprise. They tried to murder me in my home and make it look like an accident. This is dirty cop Rosie Rodriguez, and I believe she is probably still a police officer too. That's what I was told. And here they are searching drawers, and I mean there's just crime after crime after crime after crime. This is the log report from the computer that showed me that they attempted to disable the camera that caught them at 3:15 a.m. And just a few minutes later they were caught on camera, and so some people see this and think, oh, he's a cop hater. No, I'm a lifetime supporter of police, and what I know is if you support law enforcement, then you need to take a stand against police corruption, because these dirty cops like these right here, they're the ones that give the good police a bad name. They endanger the lives of good hard-working police officers that are upholding the laws, and they're trying to stop the criminals that break into homes and do what these criminals are doing. I mean, that is how backwards it is. And here's that spreadsheet, and it's not even completed because I got 3 more addresses in the last 2 weeks. And I'll show you some of the names. These are the names over in Midland, and here in the greens, the ones over in Odessa. And of course, I live over here, so there's more, but I've documented this happening in California and Alabama, Oregon. It's going on all over the nation, And I suspect there probably is more corrupt police involved in this racketeering because they're stealing property. We're talking about homes and life insurance, and it's very profitable for these killers that are tunneling under homes and then murdering the innocent homeowners that are reporting crimes to corrupt police. Buddy Webb, Midland, Texas.